Coach, I know not the outcome you guys were wanting, but what a game, and I'm sure you feel like you guys were able to learn a lot from tonight. Just what are the initial thoughts and takeaways from tonight?
Yeah, I mean, big game. It's one of those things where we knew they were going to come right at us and pound on us. I just told the guys to keep grinding, staying in the picture, staying tackles, doing all that. And we forced turnovers. We were stripping the ball, and that gave us chances. And I mean, even though they were moving the ball, we kept getting them to turnover, and we moved the ball pretty darn well, except for a few times. Yeah, the big momentum change, that onside kick in the start the second half, got the momentum, and it took us a little bit to regroup, and it was a little too late once we got going again.
Showed it. This is a team that many think are the best in the state, and you guys are right there. When things were going well tonight, what'd you like?
Oh, the thing was, I know Jackson Gordon got most of the yards, but we were, mixing it up. One play here, one with Cole Jepson, one play here with Taven Moore, one play here with AC Roller, and then we got a couple quick passes off also. So, we made it opened up a little bit. We still, Jackson's our bell cow, and he freaking got after it and had a great night.
I know hindsight's always 20/20, but to be +3 in the turnover margin and not come away with anything out of those, how big was that in the end?
Yeah, how disappointing. That doesn't happen very often. We did almost everything we wanted defensively. Like I said, we knew just stopping them wasn't going to happen because how physical they are compared to us. But when you get 3 turnovers, and we did convert a couple, but we didn't get the last ones when we needed it. So just come up a little short.
I know it doesn't come down to one play, but that 4th down play, where did things kind of go awry for you? What would you guys, if you had a chance to do it over, anything you guys could have done differently there?
Yeah, it was one of those, I had a price, ran the same play. I told Jackson after kind of a learning point, he kind of wanted to cut up and get in there. And I said, it's just like running for a touchdown, run for the pylon. And, we just came up short, but, that's just one play. So it didn't affect all.
Overall, speak to how tonight can be a learning point going forward.
Yeah, that was, that's kind of my biggest message to the guys afterwards was just the fact, as well as we played tonight, we come up short, but we can't have a hangover and make it affect us next week. If our goals are in the playoffs and advancing far in the playoffs, we got to recover. We got to make sure we're healthy. We got to take care of our bodies tomorrow and Sunday, and be full go on Monday, trying to make sure we take care of business next Friday.
All right, Coach. Yes. From somebody who didn't have a dog in the fight, it was quite the game and a nice win for your team. Just overall, how are we feeling after tonight?
It's a win, but it's you're not a pleased win at the end of the day. You put up 50 points, offense played really well, defense had some breakdowns here and there, and more than some, and there's things we got to fix. So at the end of the day, as I stated, and I'm trying not to be repetitive in every single news station here, but we got to do a better job of playing sound defense. And we talk about it, we preach it, do your 111th, do your 111th, and every now and then we have one guy, and that's where the execution busts down. But especially against a guy like Jackson Gordon and Riverside, they're going to exploit those weaknesses, and they did a really good job at that.
What can be learned from a game like this where you're going against a really good team with, one of the best players in Class A? Obviously some things that you want back, but it seems like a really good learning point.
Yeah, no, it's a humbling experience, and it can be very humbling. And we got to know, too, and we've talked about it, we're going to get everybody's best shot, rightfully so. And so, there's a lot of things there's a reason why we film the game, there's a reason why we watch the game. And so the statement that I always talk about is we're going to build on the things we do well, and we're going to fix the things we didn't do well. And I thought at halftime we did a good job of fixing the things we weren't doing well. And I felt, maybe the scoreboard didn't show it, but I thought we kind of contained their offense a little bit more than what we had in the first half. But they're an explosive team. You can't give up 21 points in 4 minutes. And you can't turn the ball over, especially, special teams was a struggle tonight. And, those are things we got to get fixed at the end of the day. But as the head coach, we're going to take what we didn't do well, and we're going to fix that, and then I guarantee the kids are going to get that, pounded in their head come Monday when we start breaking down film and get ready for install for IKM.
Really felt like the turning point was start second half, they're getting the ball up 8, and you guys come up with an onside kick. Take me through that.
Yeah, no, exactly. It was not a planned onside kick. We were just obviously trying to keep the ball away from number 8, and number 8's a good player, and we talked about all the week, and so we kicked it deep, and I don't know if that was a execution or was not doing what we're supposed to, but we still knew that if it did go deep, they were going to reverse it to 8, and we were not disciplined there, and so it resulted in a big play for them, and mental error became a critical error. And so at the end of the day, that was kind of the breakdown of the whole entire game. One mental error became a critical error, But I can't commend Riverside enough because, you know, when you run a buck sweep over here to the short side of the field and you feel like you have a chance to get it contained and you still bust it loose for a long run, I mean, that just goes to show his athleticism. But I'm really curious to see, especially on plays away. It's hard to see from the sideline, you know, if we had a breakdown somewhere here and there. But we're going to be able to go back and look and see exactly, as I stated earlier, where we went wrong and what we need to fix. Because there's obviously, as you can see, there's a lot of things that need to be fixed. So you get out here, you get on the road, and you get away with a W and a big district tilt. I guess, especially both teams being 2-0 and playoff implications on the line within the district. So, you know, at the end of the day, you know, we got to do better.
I don't remember the exact total, but I think it was like 450 rushing yards. I know that's what you guys want to do. It's not a surprise. Speak to what was working within that, though.
Yeah, we had a lot of things working. The only time we got stopped was when we turned the ball over, and that's what, you know, really hurt us more than anything. So at the end of the day, the offense played a phenomenal game, and I know I can't tell you whether we played well or we just, you know, found holes and we just let our athletes be athletes. But I can guarantee you that the offensive line was doing what they're supposed to. I thought they did a good job of running the scheme. But, you know, on the defensive side too, you know, not having Xander Harwood was a big blow, and whether that be from his athleticism, what he does, but, you know, the morale, it's tough when you're moving guys around. So, and the one thing that really, you know, stinks when you talk about offense is Xander Harwood's a one-way player. So now we got two-way players now playing a little bit more reps and snaps here and there. So, you know, I mean, you never want to be in a position where you score 50 points and still have to be able to play defense. I mean, never should be in that situation. And that's obviously, as I stated, I keep reiterating, we got to fix that, and we will.